Sheryl Sandberg is the COO of Facebook, and she wrote a book called Lean In: Women, Work, and the Will to Lead. It is an amazing book. And one of the things that she talks about in this book, it's all about leaning in and asking for what you want. See, as little girls, women are told over and over and over again, shh, little girls don't do that. Little girls don't ask questions like that. Just go sit down somewhere. Boys are encouraged to ask and be and make noise, and it's expected of them. And what happens is that women grow up and think asking is impolite. I don't want to ask. It's rude to ask. It's not rude to ask. You're not going to get anything by not asking. I was sitting in the airport one day, and there was a newscast up, and they were talking about in the workforce, you all hear all the time that women make less money than men. And yes, there are some companies out there that are jacked up, that are always trying to pay women less money. But that is not the only reason women make less money. When I was watching this newscast, basically what they were saying was this: that if a man and a woman both are going into their office on the same day and both have the intention and the goal to ask for a raise, and on that morning the company makes a big announcement that says, we are cutting staff by 5% and we're not giving out any bonuses this year, the woman will go sit down at her desk and say, oh, I guess this is not a good time to ask for a raise. And the man will march right into his boss's office with basically his attitude is, that doesn't have anything to do with me. I have contributed to the bottom line. I am valuable at this company. This is what I do. This is what I've done for you. And this is how much more money I want. So it isn't always that companies are trying to pay less money. You get what you negotiate in life. And if you don't negotiate as hard as the man, you are not going to make as much money as him. If you don't ask for what you want, you're not going to get it. And a lot of times, even in the freelance world, a makeup artist and a hairstylist, let's say a production company that's doing a television commercial for Coca-Cola, and they have a budget to pay the makeup artist $850 and the hairstylist $850. And the fashion stylist is going to make $950 a day and work for 3 days to go out and pull all the clothes. And the manicurist, they have a $500 budget. So they call up the makeup artist that they want to work on that job. And they say, what's your day rate? And she says, $600. He says, okay, that's fine. So she just left $250 on the table. And then he calls the hairstylist. He asks the hairstylist, what's your day rate? And the hairstylist says $750. No problem, $750. And he calls the manicurist, and the manicurist, he says, what's your day rate? She says $600. And he says, oh, well, we really only have $500 in the budget for that. And she says, well, I tell you what, if you'll meet me in the middle and pay me $550 instead of $600, I'd be happy to work for you. So what just happened? The manicurist made $50 more, the manicurist got $50 less than she wanted, but he paid her $50 more than he had intended. The makeup artist got $250 less, and the hairstylist got $100 less. You get what you negotiate. It's not always that somebody's trying to hold on to the money and keep it for you, but nobody's going to say to you, oh, you know what, we got $850, I'll just give you an extra $250. Why do that? The producer can keep that money in his pocket and take his wife out to dinner, because you left your money on the table. And so you have to lean in and ask for what you want. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. So every time you find out that somebody's making more money than you, ask yourself, did I ask? Or did I assume? Or was I afraid? Was I afraid that if I asked for it, that not only was I not going to get the money I wanted, but I also was going to lose the job? Most people are not going to not hire you because you ask for more money than they have. They're just going to say, we don't have that much. Can we do this? And there the negotiation begins.